What's going on, guys? LegitMHx here, back with another Spider-Man PS4 related video. Now this one's going to be a shorter one, but it is going to be sort of a theory, speculation, sort of info, sort of type of video. It might be confirmed info, but it's not 100%. Basically what I'm going to be talking about is the actual frame rate, the FPS of which Spider-Man PS4 might be. Now basically, let's just get straight into the video. So basically, if you guys do not know, Insomniac have said that they are using the same engine for Spider-Man PS4 that they did for Ratchet & Clank. Now, for those that do not know, Ratchet & Clank is actually running on 30 FPS. Now, a lot of people were actually pissed off at this, that it was running on 30 FPS, which is totally ridiculous. I don't really think FPS should determine whether you buy a game or not. Sure, more FPS is better, but it shouldn't be a deciding factor of whether or not you should buy a game. However, a lot of people were pissed off that the game was 30 FPS, and when the PS4 Pro version was actually being updated, when Ratchet & Clank was being updated for the PS4 Pro, a lot of people thought that maybe 60 FPS would come to the PS4 Pro because it can handle it, clearly. But it didn't, which was also another surprise, and again, some people pissed off as well, but I mean, who really knows? But yeah, a lot of people were pissed off that it's 30 FPS. Now, when people did ask Insomniac on Twitter, maybe I can get a tweet up, I don't know, it's been they tweet, I've seen them reply to those tweets a while back, and they tweet a lot, so I don't know if I'll be able to get a tweet up for you guys. But basically, people asked why is the game 30 FPS on the PS4 Pro as well, and they said it's because of the engine. To make it 60 FPS, we'd have to completely change the engine, sort of, and make a lot of changes to it and whatnot. So basically, it is limited to the 30 FPS frame rate due to the engine. Now, if you guys did remember that the actual Spider-Man PS4's engine is the same as Ratchet & Clank's engine. So, does that mean that Spider-Man PS4 will actually run at 30 FPS? I don't know. I can't answer that for sure. It's a possibility. I mean, I don't really know what it could be. Honestly, the Spider-Man PS4 could change the engine sort of so it is 60 FPS. I mean, like, I believe most Spider-Man games were actually 60 FPS. I'm not sure, but I mean, I don't think it really does matter. But that is something to think about, to ponder over, because Ratchet & Clank was 30 FPS. Does that mean the Spider-Man PS4 is going to be 30 FPS? Who knows? Maybe they're going to change it. Maybe on the PS4 Pro it might be 60 FPS, but on the original console it might be actually 30 FPS. Who knows? Again, I have tweeted at Insomniac don't even reply to my tweets. I don't know why. It's so sad, but they didn't reply saying if it's gonna be 30 or 60. Obviously they probably can't say that yet. But yeah, I just want to know what you guys think, and also you guys shouldn't actually like think this is a good game or not if depending on the FPS. If the game is 30 FPS and you really wanted 60 FPS, there isn't going to be much of a difference. Yes, 60 FPS will be a tiny bit smoother, but honestly 30 FPS is like not that bad. If you guys do know, Infamous Second Son, I didn't even realize, apparently Apparently Infamous Second Son is actually 30 frames per second, surprisingly. I didn't even know that. Ratchet & Clank wasn't really that big of a problem when it was 30 FPS either. Sure, I noticed it, but it didn't really change the gameplay whatsoever. The graphics were gorgeous, and it's worth the better graphics for less frames. I can definitely agree or support that, sort of. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. This is a shorter video. To be honest, I really think the game is probably going to be 30 FPS. I don't think they would actually change the engine that much. And a lot of people have said, there's been this rumor that going around that the engine was actually created for Spider-Man PS4, and then it was used for Ratchet & Clank. So if you guys don't know, Ratchet & Clank was, Brian Hintar was labeled the creative director at Insomniac Games on October 2014, which is quite a while ago. And if he was labeled the creative director, that means that Spider-Man PS4 development probably started somewhere around there. So that means that it's been developed for a while now. And if you guys do know, Ratchet & Clank was also in development for 11 months, and it came out in 2016. Sure, it was probably finished before it came out, but it was probably made, or maybe development started around the same time as Spider-Man, if not then later to Spider-Man. So the engine for Spider-Man could have been created first. I mean, the engine that the two games work are like, the engine for the two games was probably made before Ratchet & Clank was actually in development. So when the engine was made, the Ratchet & Clank used it, and then they just said that the same engine is being used. They didn't really say that we're using the engine that we created for Ratchet & Clank for Spider-Man PS4. They said the same engine is being used. So I don't know what to think, really. It might be 30 FPS, it might be 60 FPS. That's pretty much all the news that we have, Ratchet & Clank, and what Insomniac haven't really said, but said sort of on the engine. But yeah, I want to know what you guys think. This was sort of a video that I wanted to bring up. I wanted to bring up the topic. I don't think I've talked about I think I have talked about this somewhere. I've talked to Evan Flock about it. Him and I both agreed that the frames per second should not be a deciding factor to actually buying the game. Infamous was one of the best games on the PlayStation 4, and it was 30 FPS. Sure, 60 FPS is better. If you can do 60 FPS, that's amazing. Do it 60 FPS if you can. Smoother the better, I guess. But it's not that big of a difference. 30 FPS is fine. It's great. I don't really care that much. Again, you shouldn't care either that much. If FPS is really the deal breaker, or the deciding factor to whether or not you should buy the game, honestly, I don't know why, but if it doesn't matter for 30 FPS, this is just something that I did want to bring up. Will the game be 30 or 60 FPS? And just want to talk about it a bit, because we do have a bit of evidence pointing towards it being 30 FPS, but again, it could always be 60 because we don't have clear 100% proof or evidence to it actually being 30. So that's the end of the video, guys. A little bit short of a video, but I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Again, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think it'll be 30 or 60, and why, and which one do you want it to be as well? Again, yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Leave a like if you guys did. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. I don't know what just happened. My computer just froze. Audacity just froze. But again, subscribe if you guys haven't already. A bunch of Spider-Man news videos, everything coming soon. Yeah, so subscribe if you guys haven't. Why did I just repeat that? I don't know. But yeah, I'm talking fast for some reason. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. And this was once again LegitMHx signing out.